Inland Sports.
96.7 KCAL rocks. Man, what a weird Monday it is, but it is time for sports with Pep. What is up, Pep?
Yeah, it's one of those deals, like, even as an adult, we kind of struggle to put it into words when someone passes away, whether it's in your family, whether it's an icon like Kobe Bryant or someone you just knew. Death is a weird thing, man. Even as an adult, it's a challenge to kind of describe how you feel. And, you know, and I've told you guys this before, I'm not necessarily a Lakers fan. I appreciate fantastic superstar players like Kobe Bryant. Right. Man, but I've got Laker buddies, and this is like rocking their world. It was like a peer. It was like a friend. It was like a brother growing up with Kobe Bryant.
Well, they were raised on Kobe.
Yes.
And when you're a huge Laker fan and you're a big Kobe fan and he's gotten you 5 rings, he's your guy.
Yeah, you know, and growing up in Northern California, big-time Sacramento Kings fan, I had a chance to see Kobe play in person a bunch of times, and usually I was screaming his name in anger because he was always hitting the big basket at the right time. Yeah. You know, the way he practiced, his desire, his talent, I mean, it was undeniable. He's one of the greatest of all time. And again, at his age, Patrick, and we're all around the same age, you grew up with this guy. Like, he was on your television set every single week. Like, you grew up with him.
He was the guy for me where I was like, I'm graduating high school and going to community college. And he's like, I'm going to the NBA. I'm like, the same age. I'm like, wow, he's the same age as me.
Yeah. Well, and even then, like, you know, there was the big announcement of when he was in high school, and he was talking about how he was going to take his talents to the NBA. Yeah. But I remember even the stories of, like, he took Brandy to his senior prom.
Yeah.
That's like,
that's
this guy's
right.
already a huge star, and he's in high school. Kobe. Like, he was one of the first people I remember being, like, a high school celebrity. It was really crazy when I heard that.
To die in a helicopter crash. I'll be honest with you, first initial thought was, he flies helicopters a lot.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, nobody, I think, saw this coming. 9 people being...
Yeah, because, you know, we don't hear a lot about helicopter crashes. I don't have the stats in front of me in terms of, you know, how safe it is to drive a car, fly an airplane, you know, fly a helicopter. But we don't hear a whole lot about helicopters crashing. And, again, when you have an older athlete, you know, in his 80s or 90s, whatever, and they pass away, you know, you kind of reflect back on their lives, say, hey, they had a good life, you know, they lived it out. When it's something tragic and so sudden like this, and Kobe was doing so much off the court, and I you know, I'm remiss, I should mention his daughter was on board. Right. There were 7 other people as well.
We believe 2 other children. We're not totally positive about that, but we believe there may have been 3 children.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
2
teammates, right?
That's
teammates of his daughter.
Absolutely. And then a OCC baseball coach.
Correct.
A women's basketball coach also on board.
It's awful. So we're going to talk more about Kobe as we kind of reflect on his career, celebrate him a little bit on this Monday. It's all brought to you by Matheson Gas, the gas professionals, 3 locations across the Inland Empire to fill up that propane tank or whatever you might need in your backyard, your home, your Inland Empire business. 1 in Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, Riverside. You can also go to them online. That's mathesongas.com. So if you need gas or you need welding supplies, you can go to Matheson Gas because they are the gas professionals. I do want to point out that the Lakers are back in action actually tomorrow night against the Clippers of all teams.
I was looking that up. I was like, you know, the big thing is going to be whenever the Lakers are back at home.
Yes.
So, it's tomorrow night against the Clippers. And if you're thinking, maybe I'll grab tickets to that game, there's no possible way.
Yeah.
The cheapest seats right now are well over $1,000. I mean, the upper ring is going for a couple grand. I mean, that game is going to be so big. I mean, everybody is going to be at that game.
Yes. Yeah, I don't, you know... Who knows what the tribute's going to look like, but I'm sure they're going to go over the top. It's going to be amazing. Anyone even closely associated with Kobe, played with him, played against him, did business with him, whatever the case, they're all going to be at the game. Like, it's going to be a huge Kobe celebration on top of, Lakers versus Clippers, which is a huge game in itself.
I mean, even just watching the games that developed yesterday, you know, they started doing the 8-second violations and then the 24-second violations, and that just kind of naturally grew. And I think other teams saw, okay, they did that. We want to do that too. So it was kind of cool seeing that stuff organically kind of grow.
Yeah. There was a lot of people who thought that the NBA shouldn't have played games.
Yeah.
And I think I'm indifferent on it. I think that Kobe definitely would have wanted them to play.
Correct.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
With
I think
the competitor he was, of course, he wants basketball to keep going.
Yeah.
I get that you want to pay your respect, obviously, but
I feel the same way. Like the games were played in Kobe's honor, and he'd want them played as well. If you're an actual NBA player, I totally get that. Like, dude, I don't feel like going out there and dribbling a basketball today. I'm not into it.
It was a lot of emotion in the NBA yesterday.
Yeah.
So the Clippers and Lakers Tuesday night, but as you mentioned, 40, a lot of things happening on Sunday when we first got the news, including the Dallas Mavericks and their owner Mark Cuban. They said they're going to retire number 24.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, like. Kobe never played for the Mavericks, but he was more, Kobe was transcendent. He went beyond just that Lakers brand. He was a basketball guy.
And I think along those same lines, I think there's a bunch of teams that do, they banned 23 for Jordan. So,
yes.
now they're going to kind of do that for Kobe, it looks like, too. A lot of teams might start banning that number 24.
Wow.
And then just on Saturday night, and this is probably not the appropriate day to talk about the whole who's better, Kobe or LeBron debate. But, Saturday night, LeBron passes Kobe on the all-time scoring list. Saturday night, just hours before Kobe was going to pass away. If I was going to build an NBA team, I would go with Kobe. I know there's a lot of LeBron fans out there, and rightfully so. He's just bigger and faster and stronger than everyone else out on the court. But as a Sacramento Kings fan and growing up as a kid in Northern California and seeing Kobe kill us day after day after day, I would go with Kobe every single time to build a team around. If I was, a Laker fan, I know a lot of Laker fans are kind of splintered on, is LeBron better? Is Kobe better? And Kobe's a real Laker. He spent his whole 20-year career with the Lakers, and
that's the thing. We'll continue to have those fun, silly debates. But the thing is whichever side of the line you come down on, whether you're arguing for him or against him, the reason he's so tough to argue against is because he was that damn good.
Yeah. It's just weird. There's so many parallels. It's like LeBron passes him in Philadelphia, where Kobe.
Yes, how bizarre, right?
And then even last night at the Grammys, it's like Boys to Men. The boys from Philadelphia sing a tribute to him. It was just weird. All the things that come together. It
was kind of strange on a lot of different levels. How you're right. It all kind of fell into place. It's like, wow. The Lakers were in Philadelphia, his hometown, the night before.
It's so fresh.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, you guys. We're not even 24 hours into it yet, are we?
We're just past it. We're right about to the 24-hour mark.
Yeah, right around it.
Just jarring and shocking still.
Yeah, and again, it's hard to put into words thinking, dude, he's not with us anymore. And there's eight other people not with us. Like, all of a sudden, and, I know a lot of my friends were like, well, keep going on social media, because I think at first people were saying, well, maybe it's just a hoax,
Right.
We hear that a lot. Celebrities passed away, and they're like, no, I'm still here. And, but
unfortunately, once you see TMZ is the one reporting it, now you know that it's pretty legit.
Yeah, it just felt like a nightmare, and it's true, man. For basketball fans, for Laker fans, even guys who hated Kobe Bryant like myself, you can appreciate who he was and the basketball player he was, and it's hard to grasp. Even as an adult.
The one thing I saw a friend of mine post that I think we do need to all keep going is every time you go to throw something away, you got to yell Kobe.
Right?
You got to keep that tradition alive.
Yeah, for me, it was like a turnaround fadeaway, like Michael Jordan style. But the kids today, it's, you yell Kobe, and you do a little shimmy shake thing, and you shoot it towards the wastebasket. But
don't let that go away. Keep that tradition alive.
No, it's great. It's fantastic. And I know a lot of, Kobe has his Nikes, right? He's got his own signature Nikes. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of players. In fact, I think there were already players yesterday wearing the signature Nikes and writing, rest in peace, Kobe, and all those different things. So I think the tribute's going to be, it might be season long, the whole year. And what if the Lakers win it?
Yeah, this is definitely, some big motivation for the Lakers to really get that playoff push going.
Yeah, what if the Lakers win the whole thing this year? You know what I mean?
Amazing tribute.
And they, raise some tribute to Kobe to the rafters in the final. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? That's way down the road, but something crazy like that could happen.
I'm telling you, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, the Lakers and the Clippers in LA, both LA teams, that's going to be must-watch TV pretty much.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Here's a week we should probably be talking about the Grammys from the night before, getting ready for the Super Bowl this coming weekend. It's all going to be about Kobe for today and for the foreseeable future. But, later this week here on KCAL, we will talk about the Super Bowl, 49ers and Chiefs. Yeah.
We still got Thursday for that. That will be back.
And they have Super Bowl Media Day coming up. Yes. Kobe could dominate Super Bowl Media Day as well.
to test so many athletes.
You know, Tom Brady, all these other athletes have already chimed in on social media and whatnot, but, you know, social media, media day at the Super Bowl, basically anything's fair game. You get all the random questions anyways. I think all those questions might be directed on, you know, did you have a relationship with Kobe? What was it like? What do you remember about him? Those sorts of things.
Tell them how to get yourself.
Inland Sports, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, subscribe to the Inland Sports YouTube channel.
Thanks, Pat.
Inland Sports.